sewing friends, my name's Karina from Lifting Pins and Needles. Welcome to my channel again, and thank you so much if you've recently subscribed. I'm very grateful for that. So in this video I am going to give you a wee little life update and also show you some patterns. So I'm not going to show you a sewing make in this one, and I hope this is interesting for you as well. So about the life update, you know, things that happen in your life affect the way that you feel and all those things, and I'm not far away from all those things, you know, family things. My husband has been away for about 2 weeks, a little less than 2 weeks. The length of his trip was 3 weeks, and he's very far away. Initially he went to Rome, where he had like a symposium of his area where he had to present his research in like a lecture sort of thing. So yeah, he was there, and now currently he's in Greece, and in Greece he's gonna visit 3 cities. I can't pronounce them. Thessaloniki, Athens, and the other one I can't remember. But him being far away is really hard for me. You know, it's always not cool when your husband's away. But in practical sense, I don't drive. I haven't learned to drive. I don't think I'll ever learn to drive. I've had nightmares of myself being out of control in the car and screaming. It's just, you know, one of those things that seems like I'll never achieve, you know, and it's really hard to admit, but I can admit that. So yeah, I can't like transport myself around places. I've had to rely on friends like to get to the grocery shop. And last week my overlocker just broke, and it was this horrible clanging like metal noise inside it. I was happily sewing away, just overlocking a seam, and then suddenly this thing went like clang and it jammed, and I was like, oh, luckily I do have a machine guy in a city that's about 15 kilometers away. I was able to text him, send him a picture of the machine inside. I didn't know what was going on, but it was like the metal parts had sort of like moved inside. I have no idea about the mechanics of an overlocker, you know, and I have a semi-industrial one that serves me really well. It's got full-on metal pieces inside, and well, I didn't know what was going on. So I was able to get a friend to take me there the next day in his car. You know, I had to pay for the petrol and all the stuff. But the man, as soon as we got there, he opened it and he like had a look around. He's like, why hadn't you brought it sooner? And I'm like, I don't know. And I mean, I knew inside me something was wrong, because when I was sewing, I felt like the machine, like the motor was working extra hard. There was a weird little noise, but you know, when you need your gadgets, I was just in total denial about it. So I just kept going until it basically broke. He had the machine with him for a couple days. He got back to me and told me that one of the screws inside had broken, and because I just kept going with it, it actually displaced some of the parts, but he was able to adjust everything and get it back going, you know. So if hubby had been around, you know, he would have like figured out what the problem was sooner, and we'd gone there sooner in the car, you know. I had my overlocker gone for about 5 days, which is a lot, like for me, because I use it for everything. And I don't really know how I used to sew without it, although I did sew without it like from when I was 11 to when I was 19. All those years I just zigzagged everything, and I absolutely hated zigzagging now. I kept sewing and I did zigzag some stuff. So that happened. And in the midst of all my, you know, sadness of my husband gone, my overlocker gone, like what else can go wrong with the world? Something happened in the mail that made me very happy. So a while back, my friend Vivian from Stitches and Seams, we were chatting away, because we chat like, you know, about our sewing and life and stuff. And she told me, hey, there's going to be a sale, I think in Joann's. She was planning to go, you know, when the patterns go like to $1 a pattern or something like that. So she's like, send me a picture of patterns that you would like and I will send them to you. And I was like, oh, she's like so grateful, you know, because I always see such lovely patterns and I can't get them here. They don't sell those types of patterns around here. It's just not accessible, you know. So I went and had a look around. Simplicity and Butterick were the ones on sale at that sale. So I picked a few, and I know she'd sent that to me. I know shipping takes ages. You know, you send anywhere to South America and yeah, it takes a long time. So I wasn't even expecting like a date of when, you know, that would arrive. But I got a call from the lady at the post office, you know, local here. She's like, you've got a packet. And I was like, oh, it was such good timing because I was feeling so down. So I went over there and I got a lovely packet. I've got some patterns I'm going to show you. I'm so excited about them. And before I show you the patterns, there was like an extra surprise in there in the little packet, you know. So because she knows my colors and she knows what I like, she saw silk chamois stretch fabric there, and she sent me, look at this. It's like an array of colorful things and I absolutely love it. She sent me a yard as a gift and I am so grateful. And now I know what silk chamois is, because you know, when I see people talking about fabric, I don't really know the proper names of fabric. So just look at this, so beautiful and so soft and cool on my skin. So she sent me a handwritten card with all the details about the fabric, you know, the care and the composition and everything. So I'm so grateful. It made me so happy because I knew that the patterns were on the way, but I didn't know this was on the way too, like a bonus. So sewing friend, I'm gonna kiss you, Viv. I loved it. Okay, so that was good. And then my husband's in Rome and he says I have an afternoon free of my activities for like sightseeing and stuff. And he's already been in Rome twice. So he's like been everywhere. He's not into the touristy thing because he's already done that, you know. So I sent him to find some fabric. And I mean, he has no idea. He has no idea about fabric. The small requests I had were solids, very basic instructions. So yeah, expect a little video of that when he gets back, like a little fabric haul from fabrics he's bringing me from Rome and from Greece. So yes. And another little funny thing, when I was looking for fabric shops in Rome to give him the address and like the Google Maps so he can get there and stuff, I noticed all these fabric shops were like the name of the fabric shop, like Bassetti and then Tessuti. And I figured out Tessuti means fabric. Tessuti, you know? Obvious, because it's very similar to Portuguese, it's tecido. In Spanish, it's tejido. And because they all come from the same Latin, like Roman background of the languages, you know, Tessuti makes total sense. And then I remember like there's a brand of fabrics in Australia, Tessuti fabrics and Tessuti patterns. So basically Tessuti fabric means fabrics. That's so funny. Anyhow, on to the patterns. I hope I haven't bored you. I have 7 patterns to show you and I'll just talk about the views that I'm gonna make and yeah. So the first one is Simplicity 8093. You can see here it's a MimiG pattern. Very cute. I'm gonna put a line drawing here of the little blazer with a little notched collar. Seems like a very simple make. I have read some vlogs of some people that have made it up online. It's got really nice reviews, and so yeah, I'm very excited about making that little short jacket. Now I like jackets like this that don't have big humongous lapels and things, not because of the ease in construction, which is a bonus, but because it's a style that suits my larger bust. When you have a larger bust, it is recommended that you avoid humongous lapels and like lots of extra fabric around this area. So whenever I see a pattern that is like this with less fabric, that has the nice V shape here, yeah, I totally love that. The pants that are in the pattern, like these wide culotte style pants, I also love. So you know, in the little packet, those are the two I'm interested in making, and they don't take up too much fabric. I mean, for that little blazer, 1.3 meters of fabric is the amount that, you know, it calls for, which is totally up my alley, because I like making things that don't require that much fabric, you know. Now the pants, 2.2 meters, that is a lot of fabric, but I'm sure I can make it in less. And I have suitable fabrics in my stash for these two. Then the next one is like a new Simplicity pattern. It's like in the new release, like they had a lot of new patterns. Simplicity 8604, and it's some blazers, and there's lots of views here. I'll put a line drawing of the views I'm interested in. Basically the one on the cover, you know, it's like a shorter cropped blazer with a peplum that I think it's like cut on the bias, I believe, from what I can see. And I like the longer view without the lapel, and it's got that nice cut that I like that as well. I won't be doing pockets on that. So yeah, I like that. I like having patterns for blazers, you know. And that one, for the peplum view, the fabric requirement is 1.8 meters, which is cool. And for the long line one is 1.6 meters, so cool. And the other good thing about this one, I believe, it has B, C, D, and double D cup sizes. So awesome. I can cut the C cup bodice, and then the fit is going to be better, you know. The next one is like a pattern that I took a chance on because, yeah, it's also a new pattern from Simplicity. It's in like the newer patterns. Simplicity 8635, and it's a jumpsuit or dress with different views. I will insert a line drawing here as well. I am interested in the bodice that doesn't have that crisscross at the back. That's just too much skin for me. I cannot pull that off. I have to wear a bra, and yeah, I have to wear a bra. So I'm interested in making like the romper version or play suit. So the bodice that has back coverage with the shorts on the bottom. So that is a make I'm going to be planning for the warmer months, in a couple more months, but I'm very excited to have this pattern. And then the next one is a Butterick pattern from Gertie. It's Butterick 6217, and I love sweetheart necklines. I love them a lot. So there's 3 views here. I'll put a line drawing. I'm interested in view C, which is just the normal sweetheart neckline with no sleeves. Now view A, that has like a thing that wraps and knots around, is beautiful, but having a large bust, that would just bring more attention to the bust, and yeah, I don't want that. Now I find the tulip sleeves there a bit interesting too, but every time I do a sleeve, I end up taking it out, so what's the point? I'm just making the sleeveless one, and I really like the shaping. I just love the style, you know. Out of all the like vintage stuff, that maybe is the silhouette that I like the most. Then I have a Butterick 5359, which is a whole lot of sleeveless types of jackets. And I'm interested in 2 of these versions. Version A, which is like a long line one with no lapel. You know, I don't like, not that I can't sew them, I can sew them. It's just a style that doesn't suit me that much, you know. So that long line one, view A, and I'm interested in view D, which is like a shorter one with the princess seam on the side, and yeah, I like that too. This doesn't come in cup sizes, and it's rated like an easy pattern. Should be easy, you know. So yeah, I'm really happy to have this because this can be like a staple for me. I'm always like looking to layer up in like thin fabrics for my hot weather and to have my arms exposed, you know. And then I'm almost done. I have Butterick 6258, and this is says the lifestyle wardrobe, and it comes with like a long line cardi, a dress, a skirt, and pants. And they're all designed to be made with like stable knits, ponties, and stuff like that. So basic pattern for a dress, a top, pants, and a cardi. Awesome. There's lots of value in a pattern like this. And yeah, I think I'll make everything here, you know. they're all pieces that are staples and basics, you know. So this is a really nice pattern to have. And then the last one I'm appreciating so much, and it's a Burda style for men, Burda 6873, and it's a very popular men's pants pattern. I like it because it's got like a slim fit at the bottom. I like that it doesn't have pleats at the waist, because those styles sometimes you find in men's patterns are sort of dated, and my husband likes to dress more like modern-y, you know. He likes the slim fit look in shirts, in pants, everything. So I'm very excited to tackle this down the road. I mean, this is gonna take a lot of brain power for me because, you know, the welt pockets at the back, I gotta figure that out. So this, I'll be making this like not immediately, but I'm gonna be working really hard to make the best pants I can for him, because, you know, it's really hard, and I've never made him like a proper pair of pants. I've made him denim shorts, which is a totally different fit than to like fitted work pants, and he could do with a load of these. He dresses formally like every day, basically, to go to class. He teaches at university. He does have a formal dress code, so yeah, he could do with well-fitting pants. Yeah, that is all I have for you. Let me know if you have any of these patterns, if you have made them. They're quite popular patterns, but not that popular, you know. I don't usually go for the super popular patterns that like are the trendy things, because usually the trendy things don't suit me. But anyway, those are the ones that I liked, that Vivian was able to find for me, and I'm super grateful to have them in my commercial pattern stash. I do appreciate commercial patterns once you suss out your proper size, you know, because of that ease factor. I think they are drafted really well. So yeah, I'm super happy. That is all for now. Now tomorrow I will have another video popping up with a sewing make, so look out for that one. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe and to hit the notification bell so you don't miss when I upload. Bye. Have fun sewing.